I'm 18 years old. I'm a third-generation firefighter. My dad joined when he was 16, and I joined when I was 16.
I really see how much of the thread or the fiber of this company is to the community. And that feeling of serving, especially when you go on a really severe call and you may meet a survivor, it pays dividends. And that's really what drives the members here.
The ability to help people in their hour of need. I still learned at a young age that, you know, when you help people out, that returns to you. And I just like to help people, and I like to serve the community.
It's a family thing. Most people here had one or more members of their family belong. We're now, in some cases, third-generation firemen.
My dad I just remember growing up and him always being up here, and it's just part of the family. My mom does it, and my mom's mom does it.
When I was around 10 years old, there was a fire that came across from a neighbor's field, came across to our house, and my brothers and I ran out and tried to stop the fire, and it really was too much for us. And then, just in the nick of time, Kingsville Volunteer Fire Company, I see the fire engine pulling in the driveway. At that time, the steps were on fire, and they literally saved the house. And I was inspired, I guess, at that time to join the fire company, and had great admiration for the fire company ever since.
3 years ago, my son joined. I never thought he was going to join, and he's been a real active member, and that's been the thing that's been keeping me around for the last 3 years.
This year I'll have 55 years in. And of course our first engine was a 1.5 ton Dodge front-end pumper, which we were very happy with. And when you go out and look in the station today at all that massive equipment out there, it's been a big change since the day I joined.
But I guess what gives you the power and the stamina to continue through this are the people you meet and the actual people that you really help. You made a difference in their lives, especially when they come back and they say thank you, or because of your service, you know, I lived.
Kingsville Fire Department saved my life. If it wasn't for them and their quick response and the tools on their truck and their personnel and their quick decisions, they saved my life. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for them.
Because we just know that God used them to save Chloe's life, definitely, without a doubt. Their quick thinking and quick response and skill just was overwhelming, just amazing.
Our Swift Water and Flood Rescue Team has been deployed well out of Baltimore County. Hurricane Isabel, we played a huge part. Our community wasn't even impacted greatly during Hurricane Isabel, but our members provided service in Bowley's Quarters, Middle River, Dundalk, and we saved over 300 lives that night. But since 9/11, things have really changed within the fire rescue services. Our missions have become more complex. We're tasked with more, and we're essentially out of space here.
Now we're up to almost 1,000 calls a year, and just on the suppression side. The need for EMS services in this area and adjoining communities has grown as well. Our EMS does an excellent job, and we're well up over 1,000 calls in 2008.
This company, these people are under more pressure than they've ever been. The expectations are higher. And to the extent you have that development pressure, volunteer fire departments become all the more important.
Well, I'm proud of the whole fire department myself. I mean, after being here as one of the first members, and when we started out, we had 31 members, and you look at it today, there's over 100.
We feel pretty special and very fortunate to have lived in this area and been touched by their service and hard work.
I've had the privilege of watching it grow for all these years, and had the privilege of watching, like I say, the growth of the company, growth of its members, and the growth of the community.
I believe in this group. I believe in its mission. I believe in this community. And again, when you think about the return you get in the way of saving lives, the quality of life, just knowing that these terrific people are on call to literally save your life. You can't measure it. It's unquantifiable.
You could have a fire engine, you could buy a fire engine, but if you don't have the people that are dedicated to and trained to use that fire engine, the fire engine can sit idle. and you can build a building too. But if you don't have the people behind it that are dedicated to use that building to the best interest of the community and the fire company, the building could sit idle. So with Kingsville, you have the people who have delivered for generations there to support the effort of that building.